So hey guys, kind of living out where we do, and storm season just around the corner. We kind of lose power from time to time, sometimes up to a week or more, and wanted to be a little more prepared this year. And we kind of found this kind of lower powered generator on Craigslist for a heck of a deal. So if you can run a sump pump or a fridge or two and maybe a few lights, we're a lot better off than having nothing here. The one downside is this thing has got a little work ahead of it. I'm kind of guessing there's a carburetor issue or something going on with it, but I'll kind of take you guys along on getting this thing back up and going. So I'll just give you a quick example of kind of what it does. Right now it just kind of starts up and then just dies out right away. So let's get into it. Not 100% positive here, but this does look kind of almost like a Honda clone type thing, almost a Harbor Freight type of motor. I'm not really sure what motor this is on here, but hopefully we can find a carb kit if needed and all that fun stuff. So first thing I'm going to do is just kind of take a look at the air filter here and see how dirty that's looking. Kind of hit that with a little bit of air. So one of the next things I'm probably going to do, because I have no idea how old this gas is, which could be a very big culprit, is I'm going to get that drained out of there. If you kind of look down here, there's a little valve that allows you to kind of shut the gas on and off. So what I'm going to do, since I have no idea actually how much is in that tank, and it does feel like quite a bit, and I only have kind of a small little metal can to put it in, I'm going to disconnect the fuel line on this end of the thing, so if I start filling this can up I can always shut it off. I changed my mind a little bit here. I think I'm going to just take this fuel hose, which almost seems more like an aquarium line here. I don't know if this is the right line, and disconnect it from the carburetor, and then I'll drain it through this into the container just so I have a little more control over that fuel dumping in there. It looks like we just barely made it with just a little bit of room to spare in this container here. What we can do is then save this gasoline to actually kind of use it and help clean up this engine a little bit as well. So the gasoline didn't smell too bad. I know that's not a real determinant factor on if it's bad gas or not, but usually you get some pretty stinky gas when it starts getting pretty bad. So I'm just going to take a guess here that I'm probably going to have to go through this carburetor as well. So I think we'll start by pulling off the rest of this air box here, and so we can get access to this carburetor. So it looks like there's 3 bolts that are holding this on. There's one here that you got hit from the back side, and then there's these 2 up here. So we'll start by getting these removed. Looks like they're 10 mil, I believe. So it looks like after you remove that air filter cover, this whole entire unit just slides off. There is one kind of throttle control hookup up here. So I'm just going to take a look here inside this bowl real quick and make sure the float and everything's kind of do what it should. There is like a little bit of dirt and stuff that's kind of sitting on the bottom of this bowl, so we'll kind of get this cleaned out with a little carb cleaner, and then we'll kind of take over the air compressor and try to get that cleaned out a little better as well. So it looks like it's a pretty simple fix here. I think the carburetor is a little dirty, some old gas in there. And I also noticed that the fuel line was being pinched a little bit. So I kind of trimmed that down a little bit to kind of take that kink out of there. But I think I'm going to run to the hardware store and go pick up a little bit more fuel line and just rerun that and get some clamps. And I'm hoping we're good to go here. So pretty good investment, I think, in the end. We'll find out here in a little bit. Alright guys, the moment of truth here. Just ran up the hardware store and I think it was $2.49 for a foot of this fuel hose. So we'll cut this down to length here and pop it on and see what happens. Well, it looks like that was the fix. Just a $2 fuel line and a little time cleaning that carburetor makes a pretty big difference. Now I'll get a little stable in that gasoline and get the oil changed here, so if we do need it this summer, it's ready to go. If you guys found this video helpful, let me know by clicking the thumbs up and subscribing. Thanks for watching.